Okay, so for tonight's meal, I'm gonna be doing fish. I'm gonna actually have a bag of tilapia. Let me pull it out right here. It's a 2-pound bag of tilapia that I just got from HEB in a haul that I did a couple weeks ago. So I'm gonna be doing some tilapia fillets, and then I'm also going to be doing some sweet potatoes. I have them in this bag right here. I'm actually gonna do the directions on this just for the microwave. It's 10 minutes. Steam them in the microwave, and that's what I'm going to be doing for that for a side. And then I'm also going to be doing some green beans, some cut green beans. I don't have any fresh green beans, but I did have some canned green beans, so I'm going to do 2 cans of green beans. And then I'm also going to be cutting up some bacon. I've got a big old slab of bacon right here. I'm just going to probably cut up about 4 of these. These are a thick cut. So I'm gonna chop some of this up and cook it with my green beans, and that's what's gonna be for dinner tonight. And I will lower you down per usual and show you how I'm going to be doing it. Okay, so for this fish dinner, all I did was sear them on my little skillet here, and I put cracked pepper, sea salt, and some Italian seasoning that is in one of those, what do you call it, the grinders, and put it on each of the sides. And then I took a lemon and just squeezed the lemon all on the top of it and just let it all melt into that butter and get seasoned. And they were super delicious, and get them a little bit browned, and that is it. It literally took about 3 minutes per side, and it was done, and super quick and easy. Fish is one of the easiest things to cook, but it's also one of the easiest things to ruin if you overcook it, and you can make it just kind of like rubber. So really pay attention to how long you're cooking it on each side. And dinner was done. We have fish, sweet potato, and some green beans. Dinner, I just did some grilled pork chops, and I sauteed some zucchini and some yellow squash with some bacon and just some cracked pepper with some garlic salt and a little bit of butter. And then I have really been loving these little sweet potatoes in that packet that I've had 2 of these packets where you just put it in the microwave and they steam in the bag. It's so stinking easy. And I just put butter and some pepper and some salt in the sweet potato, but that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Super easy and yummy and delicious and healthy. Welcome back, everybody. I've got a really fun recipe that I'm going to be doing today. I am going to be doing a French dip baked potato. It just sounds amazing. But I'm going to be using my crock pot today. Today is the last day of school for my boys, and so I've got a lot of errands to do before I am stuck at home for almost 3 months with 2 little rugrats. So we're going to be doing a crock pot recipe, like I said, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to be doing this. So I'm going to turn you around and we're going to get started. So for this recipe, I'm going to be taking 1 can or 1 bottle of Guinness beer. You can obviously leave out the beer if you want. I'm gonna take 2 cans of beef consomme, and then 1 can of French onion soup, and then I'm going to be drizzling it with some Worcestershire sauce, sprinkling it with some cracked black pepper, and also some garlic salt to taste. And I'm gonna go ahead and put everything in there and show you how I do it. It's really just slap dabbing it and throwing it in there. And I'm gonna cook this on, let's see, you can do high or low. It's, you know, your preferred method. I'm probably gonna be cooking mine on low for about 8 hours and see how it does. I'm gonna put all of my wet ingredients on first so I don't rinse them off of this chuck roast. Now this chuck roast is a good 2.5 pounds. Let me make sure just in case. How many pounds are you? You no, you're, no, hold on. It's almost 3 pounds. It's an almost 3-pound chuck roast. I love chuck roast. Sorry about that. That was loud. I'm just gonna take in the beer. Now, obviously, like I said, you can, not do the beer part. It's up to you. I just think it gives extra flavor. Probably just gonna use about a little over half. Yeah. So there we go with that, and then I'm gonna put in my French onion soup. Right in there. And then my 2 cans of beef consomme. Give that a quick little stir just to kind of, there we go. And then I'm going to be putting it on my lid. In case I didn't get that out. Okay, I've got it going for 8 hours on low. Obviously you can do, on high for 4 hours, 6 hours, whichever one you want to do it, but I'm going to try it on a low speed for right now because I don't need it too quick, and I want all of the juices to really get into the meat and marry and give me a really good au jus. So that's it for right now. I'm going to let that go all day long, get my errands done, and then whenever the beef is done, I'll show you what I do for the baked potatoes. Okay, so after cooking all day long in this lovely crock pot, it's finally done, and I can take these bits out and kind of not really slice them up and not like shred it all the way, just where you have some nice good chunks of it, and it's got a beautiful flavor. You can kind of still smell a tiny bit of the Guinness, but it's not overpowering beer. It just smells, it smells flippin' delicious. So that's gonna be my next thing, is just take out whatever I can take out, get a little bit of it in chunks, and then I'm going to prepare the actual potatoes. Okay, so I've got my potatoes open. I just opened up one of them, and I'm just gonna put, some regular fixings in them. Just some sour cream, some butter, or this is margarine. I would prefer butter, but I'm out of butter, like my regular butter. So I'm just gonna whip this up real quick, and then I'll show you what I do with the meat. Okay, now I'm just taking some of the juices from the crock pot and just pouring it over. Okay, and then the next step is just take some provolone cheese. Okay, and now we're just gonna pop them back into the oven until all of the cheese is nice and bubbly, and then we're gonna have dinner. Okay, and that is dinner served. That is my roast beef. Okay, and dinner is served. That is my French dipped roast beef baked potato. It's delicious. I remember having this as a kid from Neptune's Subs, and unfortunately they are out of business now, so I had to finagle my own, but even as a kid, I ate the tar out of this stuff. It's delicious, it's extremely rich. You could actually cut this in half and separate it between two people and be completely filled up. And then also, you know, if you want a little bit of the roux, just put some more roux in there, a little bit more meat in there, depending on what you want. Or you can just freeze this and save it for actual French dip sandwiches. It has plenty of au jus in there. And that is some yummy, yummy au jus sauce in there. So I hope you enjoy. Let me know if you try it. I know this is one of my favorite dishes, and I know it was one of my mom's too. So I'd like to make this for her as well. And I just sprinkled a little bit of thyme on there just to give it a little bit more oomph. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.